Let's outshine volley players in the Tour 8 and 7 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 and to turn on the bell if you like this video. So let's start the matches versus Noam, one of the best volley players in Tennis Clash. I very rarely beat him. Each time I beat him is kind of a miracle, because I'm a very average player and he's an excellent top volley player. So the difference of level is huge. But well, I have been able to respond a bit better versus Noam since my swipe has been registered as being faster on my Android phone since a bit more than 1.5 months now. Especially when I play with Victoria. So yeah, of course, with shots that are registered as being stronger, that's easier to hit passing shots versus him. Otherwise, when I play with Kaito versus him, I have absolutely no chance at all. He hit very hard serves and volleys, and well, with Kaito that's very tricky because I just can't hit very hard shots while I'm playing with Kaito on my Android phone. Alright. So you can see, whenever he doesn't trigger his quick catch, and whenever I can hit down the line passing shots fast and accurately enough to pierce his quick catch defense, only then the victory is possible. I was lucky on the previous point, and I was very lucky here too. I guess that he was a bit surprised by this kind of weird return there and hit that volley out. I prefer not to say anything by the end because it was a very lucky victory. It was clearly not deserved. Well, let's play versus Sorab now. This is kind of an event for me. I had never been able to beat Sorab beforehand when he played with volley.
Second serve.
Whether it's in tournaments or in tour matches. So this match was a kind of a very special one for me. Maybe that Sorab had just woke up. He's clearly very good with volley. His Leo doesn't have very high stats,
Second serve.
unlike the one of Professor X or Noam, especially for the volley stat. His Leo has a 76 volley stat, where Noam's Leo has an 83 volley stat, for instance. And well, actually, his Leo has a quite lower total power than the one of the other top volley players like Professor X and Noam. But well, he's very skilled with this style to volleyball. So yeah, and I'm not very good when I play versus them. So generally I lose very often. But I haven't met Sorab a lot actually. Whether it is in Tour 8 or 7. Less than versus Noam or Professor X or the top volley players. Yeah, I was kind of surprised to be able to beat him. Well, of course I never start the match while saying that I'm going to lose the match, you know. I'm not defeatist like that. But well, I was saying to myself, well, yeah, you really need to focus 200% in this match, otherwise there's absolutely no chance. And well, it was kind of an event, as I said. Ben Kim, a very good volley player. He doesn't have this number of trophies anymore. He has 3,800 now. It's clearly installed in the top 50. And he's playing very good volley too. I was lucky here. You're going to see that in matches, especially in Tour 8 versus top volley players, you will need kind of luck. it's not just about knowing well to hit hard shots accurately towards the two corners or hitting passing shots down the line, passing shots or lobs or anything like that. Yeah, it's like this, just like this. Just need a bit of luck for your opponent to hit the volley a bit too long over the baseline. But otherwise, that's pretty hard.
4-3.
And most of the time, versus very good volley players, the matches will be very long, tiresome for Victoria, especially for Victoria, of course, because she has a much lower stamina level than Kaito. But fortunately, she has two stronger hands, so that compensates a bit. Yep. Was lucky to hit that lob at a good time there. Yeah, same thing here.
Match point.
Was lucky he hit that into the net. But of course, right behind. He plays very well. And could hit some hard volleys or drop volleys to lead again. So it's not a big deal for very good volley players to make an 4-0 now and then. But the big problem for them is that at the end of the match, Deleo will have a much lower stamina level, so that will be much harder for them to score. So as you can see, I try to target the two corners of the baseline. Recently, well, I tried to hit over the body of the volley player. Yeah, that was a very lucky last shot there. My opponent was right to laugh at that. I wanted to laugh too in the chat, but well, I was afraid he wouldn't understand that the bad way and tough that I laugh of his defeat, and that was surely not my intention. So yeah, I didn't laugh. All right, let's play versus a fly volley player. We have met quite often in high tours, and he's not an easy opponent at all. As you can see, hitting hard shots towards the two corners is a good thing to do, because either it can pierce the quick catch defense of the volley player, or it can force him to commit an 4-0 while trying to hit a volley back, but that goes into the alley. Not all the time, of course, but it has a chance to be an error. So here my opponent decided to ignore the ball. Maybe he thought that it was going out. Yeah, I shouldn't have caught that ball. But that's not so easy to keep your head cool, you know. In the head of the rally, sometimes you just catch this ball that was going out, was flying way over the baseline, just by reflex. So fortunately, I have been able to clear my error. As you can see, hitting a strong shot is very helpful to force the top volley player to return a weaker volley. And then right behind, you can follow up with a strong shot. And you all know that it's easier to hit strong shots with Victoria. So I was playing those matches either with high serve big forehand or the low serve aggressive baseliner. So the advantage with the low serve aggressive baseliner is that even if you don't have a strong serve, you have higher stamina and higher agility. So this can help when you need to rush to the net to follow up with a strong shot or to save a drop volley. Yeah, my opponent couldn't handle this Victoria strong shot. And me, I just can't catch those hard smashes with the Mastro Monty. To have a chance to catch them, I need to take the choker chords, but that's very tricky. It's very risky as well to play with the choker chords or any string having stamina shield tier 1 or no stamina shield when you play with Victoria, because she will lack stamina by the end of the match.
4, 5. Fault.
And the advantage when you play with a Victoria high serve big forehand is that even if she has a weaker backhand, so the volley player can try and target her backhand all the time, well, her strong serve can force the opponent, the volley player, to return sometimes into the alley or out of bounds. And most of the time, the return will be so weak that it is very easy to hit a very strong shot behind. So we will see that versus Ace Leonley, who is now a 3,800 trophies player.
1. Love.
Yep. Too bad I couldn't succeed in lobbing that. Oh my, love it when Victoria hits that forehand. My gosh.
3, 1.
I love the impression of power that is felt whenever Victoria hits a very strong forehand. It's just so cool to watch. So yeah, I was hitting a lot of lobs in that match.
Fault.
I was trying to, at least.
Second serve.
But of course, I generally prefer to hit strong shots when playing with Victoria against the volley players, because she's made for that, to hit very strong shots. Well, but now and then it can be disturbing for the volley player to see Victoria hit lobs too. Very nice, good catch there.
Match point.
Right on the baseline. So some volley players just decided not to hit all the time on the weak hand of my Victoria. That means her backhand. But by doing that, well, they are exposed to the risk that my Victoria, even with a 76 agility, manages to get to the ball early enough to hit a powerful forehand.
1. Love.
Alright,
2.
another
love.
match in the tour 7 versus a good volley player here too. And in this match, this is a low serve aggressive baseliner. Victoria who is fighting. And the higher agility can
1.
clearly be seen in a lot of exchanges. She is significantly
2.
faster than my high serve big forehand Victoria.
4.
And that higher agility with a higher stamina, well, can give better shots, more accurate, strong shots.
4.
The only problem is that whenever you enter with Victoria in high tours using this low serve aggressive baseliner style,
4.
well, you risk being matched versus Kaito's, and even just average stats Kaito can be a problem for low serve aggressive baseliner Victoria.
Second serve.
Because they just need to take a string having a forehand counter ability or a long catch string, and Victoria will have a hard time to outflank them, and she will be very tired by the end of the matches. So versus volley players, the lack of stamina is rarely a big problem, especially if the matches don't last long, and that's often the case when you play with Victoria versus volley players. The matches don't last very long,
2.
simply because she can hit strong shots like this one to end
Love.
the rally very fast, or hit the lob like this. So
Love.
there is almost no rally in a lot of points. Yeah, sometimes there are some rallies like that with more shots, but they are quite rare.
Love. 5. 1.
Most of the time, this will be a serve, big forehand return, which is smashed by the volley player, or a serve, a return, and a lob. So as you can see, 3 shots only for the rally.
Match point.
You almost have no time to be tired. And that's it. Serve, big forehand winner. So yeah, having a 32 stamina is not a big deal when you play versus volley players. Most of the time, I mean. In some matches it will be a problem, especially in Tour 8, where, well, my Victoria faces a lot of top volley players. And of course that's very hard to win
1.
versus them. But of course, whenever Victoria can hit those winners like that,
Love.
that's really a treat. Strong shots just pierce totally the defense of the volley player, who can do nothing.
5.
The thing is that to hit those very strong shots to return the serve, the volley player should not hit a very strong serve.
2. 4.
And well, in Tour 8 that's quite different than in Tour 7, because you face a lot of volley players having a 58 serve stat and hitting very hard serves. So it's then very tricky to return with great efficiency. In this match, my opponent didn't serve very hard, and he had a 49 serve stat only instead of 58, so it was not so tricky for my Victoria to hit the winners on the return, on the serves return. I'm showing you now the 2 lineups that I was using, the high serve big forehand build and then the low serve aggressive baseliner build. Well, I hope you enjoy watching my Victoria Outshine Volley players in the Tour 8-7 of Tennis Clash, a sports game published by Wildlife Studios. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel Gameplay 365 and to turn on the bell to stay tuned for new videos of Tennis Clash. Thank you a lot for your support and see you soon on Gameplay 365. Bye bye.